Komon-Tok, in case you don't know. Oh yeah. Whenever we pledge with love and loyalty to his sweet, sweet mamas alone. Now we all come together as one. For tomorrow, now we go make alone. Anytime where you stay, anytime where you go, anything you they do, it no matter. Oh yeah, it no matter. Now we for turn up Tanga one, inside Sierra Leone. Let one big family, cause no place like home. In case you don't know, this not Komon-Tok. We'll bring information about Salone. In case you don't know, this now Komon-Tok. We'll bring information about Salone. For education, entertainment, political affairs. Tune in Komon-Tok. For education, entertainment, political affairs. Tune in Komon-Tok.
From the streets of Freetown to the world beyond, we dey yarn about the things we dey hold strong. Political talks, we no go shy. Migration stories should no go die. Entertainment, we go dance to the beat. Tell town well-being, make we rise from we seat. It's not a platform, we go speak the truth for the young and the old. That we voice we do. Komon-Tok, you go hear we loud. We no go hide, you go make me proud. From Salone to the world, we dey stand tall. Come here we are. Oh yeah, we message for. Choice from politics to health, we stand firm. Migration of us, we come from. Komon-Tok, place to be with the young and care for you and me. Komon-Tok, oh yeah, we did. For the future, we pave the way. We talk about the health, we need them for survive. Make the system better so we people could thrive. Entertainment, they speak the music, the flow. But we still go on the things we need to know. Political leaders.
Okay, now they get me now. When they get me, we hope say this. When they get me loud and clear. Now they get me loud and clear. Now they get me loud and clear. Now they get me loud and clear. Okay, not just test behind this, but anyway, as always, thank you very, 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 very much for the patience and understanding. It's really, really tough, anyway, no further comments on this one. First and foremost, today we get another revelation, and this revelation, we could just join from a previous one. And this now from police sources. Then all of these is not coming from an ordinary person, or it coming from maybe sometime a civilian. This one where they talk, so it come from within the police source. that SSF now they give you this information. But how this important? Because for now we get a serving police officer, and sometimes in April 2023, this guy was shot and killed, and the government assured there will be an investigation. And up till now, we haven't seen any conclusive or any statements coming from the government to say, okay, we have concluded the investigation. And this is the reason XYZ is responsible, or we're still, on the process of still looking for more clues. So if we get people and now within the force, it look like these people and don't feel say the government not get for do nothing but this, so then decide for giving this some of this information. Now the last time we get somebody they say no sound, our pap, please check. I'm sure a lot of people then say the sound clear. The last time we come with one audio again, a police officer would not serve more than 20 years, where we of course now know what we do. We more or less disguise in voice because still they serve now the police force. Where first tell we say Boyka, not to accident, not to probably now ordinary person killer. It died because involved in drug trade, in drug dealing with Bolle Jos. And today now we get another officer where Terina would give the order, because they just kill person so without an order. They come from the boss. Even though the report now that make we play the first audio where we don't count it, but I think like 3 months ago, something like that. Not like what the guy be the time for talk, but it not be called the person who give the order. But this other audio, I don't know if the sound will be clear enough, but we go try our best anyway. We use AI for these guys, the people and voice, where then be they discuss so there's an to be for broadcast. If you're not clear, they explain to you what you need listen, what's in the that audio. While we even counter in that audio for at least let people and just let them understand a little bit. Some kind of laser gets it's not something that anybody they can make up just because of. No, far from that. Of course, not trust we at this platform. We are above the level and they far away. All right, so we'll do that genealogy day. And we also look at a very, very disturbing trend when it takes place at the country. The Kush saga. I'm sure plenty of don't cry. Some of them don't write. Some of them don't talk. 2 days ago, there is an allegation say one container came the seaport Wataki, where flew up with materials, ingredients, and products where they make with the kush, will disappear. But police don't pull reports just now, few moments ago, police don't pull reports say not a soybean, and this just similar to that other. There was a container about Kobe so suspicious. That container, the journalists and fall around, people and fall around. At the end of the day, say na giza be did na chicken. Anyway, so this one, like I said, then just pull out roughly 40 minutes ago, if I'm not mistaken, or less, where police press release are not even done for reader yet, but they can read a lot, understand. Police some pull outside it. And we also look at a very disturbing, this again, I just pause this one, it's completely disturbing. We see, they say 3 people in the screen, the chief minister, the mayor, and Mike, with the one of the communication director in State House. The Kush, it seems as if the fight against Kush has been politicized. We have, we don't distract ourselves to a point that Mike, they blame, technically say, if somebody want to talk about anything, it look like say Kush starts from 2016. There are evidence. We also see the chief minister, when David Senge, they say the people when they talk about Kush, now people were not real. A good number, majority of the people where they talk now bots, now robots then. And that's the people where they do so now APC, now then go hire robots then puts them on social media for let it be like say things like this they happen. We're more or less technically connected with the saying of the Speaker of Parliament, Singapore, who said he will vouch that the way people are amplifying, the way people are talking about this kush, the drug, it's not like that. It's not like that. And vouch, can you imagine? He is the third in command in Sierra Leone. Let that sink in. The third in command in Sierra Leone, the way people, anyway. So the other one, we see the Ministry of Local Government and the mayor and the Freetown City Council. There's a clash of bodies. Of course, the mayor, then a different platform there where they raise this concern, say that they get tough time in collecting bodies. In fact, he even raised some figures then where, say from, I think from January or to now, they don't collect more than 220. At one time, he made the figure say now 5 then they collect per day. And we put some per yeah, really, really scary. So the ministry don't ask them for evidence. And that kind of a little bit of, annoying to people. What kind of evidence are you looking for? Are we going to put this, this menace, this crisis, this pandemic into a political, debate, or this is from your regime, or we need to see evidence of what you are doing, or this is not true, this has been employed, APC has employed some robots or some bots around to and the help we come right and they lost them picking. The future generation, they get wiped in real time. Madabio in flagship program, na free quality education. Madabio, that's in first term. In second term, in flagship program, na feed salon. Let's start sinking. These are very important points there. But how could you even school people? How could you even feed people if they are not, if they are not sane? If not zombie, then how you go feed them? But anyway, we'll go look into that. And we also go pay attention on the same discussion, if time permits we. The chief minister don't more or less insinuates the silver blinding get mental problem. He say mental crisis, mental health is real a big issue. But we go look into that. And we also see the former chief immigration boss, plenty people on watch or listen that clip there that will put on, don't more or less validate the statement of Mohamed Kamarimba for saying only the president has the authority to issue or to command, to order the issuance of diplomatic passports. In fact, he made reference to Madabio. According to him, based on the criteria back then, Madabio was not even qualified to hold a diplomatic passport. And that's also connected to what Kamarimba say. Now then go big EBK, may EBK give the again passport. Anyway, we go do that small genealogy, not to all. If you want to watch, you can watch on our YouTube or Facebook. We put on it for you. We also go pay attention on NASIT. NASIT ask all the pensioners there. Say we need for verify. If you're not verified, then probably you will lose the benefits, which is a good thing. We ask that let people pay attention on it. And the African stage, we see the African Union don't suspend Madagascar has continued after they overthrown the president in GNN. And the world stage, Nicolas, this one, I want to pause this one first. Nicolas Sarkozy, now the former president of France. Guess what? Today, you'll be sleeping in jail for 5 years. So it just points to the point, say, power, when you get power, you get for be, you get for guide your integrity. You get for guide your statement. You get for guide your actions, because posterity go judge you. And sometimes posterity go judge you harshly. Well, I'm sure this now it could be a lesson for people that were still in our power will say, forever. Now, other president we just don't talk about too. Wojelina, where will Madagascar for 16 good years. It's almost like a life president. As always, Fambule, we're not done with Komon-Tok then. We jam packed now, yeah? If you're just joining for the first time, you're welcome with a different side, with a YouTube, with a Facebook, with a TikTok, any side you feel comfortable for watch we, please consider for do so. My name now, Mr. Komon-Tok, and today now the 21st of October 2025. We can't just now for comfort on the issues here, better one.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This now Komon-Tok, in case you don't know.
All right, so let's go straight to the point. First thing first, let me just remind we said, okay, I don't talk this probably several times, and I remember the count again. I get a discussion with somebody with familiar how drug barons and they operate. When they enter a country, it don't matter the government where the show they continue. And what do they do? Then they corrupt everybody where they can. They could corrupt the police, as we don't get every and series of information, or say some police officers are involved. In fact, there was a viral video of the damn police boss, Suvula. We see in that church. Then they hug, then they celebrate. They hug. It's like we're long-term friends with this very guy. And we also see the chief immigration, the two chief immigration, in fact, they celebrate, they marry. And we also understand from now, say, there are police officers, the way they work with Bolle Jos, where the consignments there. We don't get many information. So when the drug boats in the camp, then Hamilton, then Kent, police, these guys technically get an escort. Now that then a police officer. Now let's take you into history quickly. Let you remember this audio when one police officer be explained to we, they said I'm purposely for you. I think that'll be 40 minutes or so. Again, if you want to check out, you can listen back now with channel now. Listen what he say, and we'll try to put this new one and make sense of her. What you can just now.
When I meet a Boyka, they go pin on my kidney. Maybe they misbehave to them. That killer, not a politics kill and killer, but say no opposition, and not opposition kill Boyka. And drugs deal nine and go pa. What you do, you lop in company. Now lop play. Nine and set for and go kill and so. Madam, you know, governments know. They know all things happy. And the just send bad man and go kill her. Amane, we see your man. Say today, enough to a man in pension itself. OTB then na the house. The time foreign money there, currency, where they be. Say to in office, in drawer. Then your man, we see make night taking picking there and go England. And they put again.
Okay, so down there now the first clip where we go viral, where the police officer, they say, Boyka, they're not just killing because somebody want killer. Involved in the drug, we always say, the drug and gun are in the work out together. Where you make mistake, you pay with your life. So according to this allegation of this police officer, he said, now you incompetent, where it result into the killing. But now, I hope this one why they can't play so this clip is clear enough. Una patient, like I said, we rush, and I don't know if we master and fine, but like I say, if we not get some clearly, we they come and explain what we listen. We get the original one, but for protect the identity of those people involved, we know they play the original one. We do this just like we did this one, but this one even more deeper. We change this one to from man voice them to a woman.
How do you know it's me? I resisted to the top proposal. What's this? It's right. What I? God. Give this very paper. You're coming wicked and steady. Okay, carry on last. Was a cousin religion. A hand? This I need. And one process. I don't know example me. What it's off was an example. No, I don't know. You love you the ex all? At all? Go outside. I mean it's about I want to watch for the show. Okay. You see that young? Semi. One guy. Come pass on the top. Is that my name? I'm like a shit. La. I got it. Oh, bon. It's my mind. It's just all the.
When I say Boyka, they go
I
pin on
said,
my king.
so I found this.
Maybe
It would
they
be far for me
mislead
too,
some
bro.
today.
You life? What? It would be far from me too. Because we ain't said I'd walk, make it killer. I have lost seen I. Wow. Wow. I feel like what any girl can officer. Hey, Papa, on my time. Get it to me on a place. We find any people from my folk. Use our level. So I feel like I pass it on down, so it's just toss the kitchen time. We need to time business and put us up. Does. It's just us, bar.
All right, so Fumble, what's he I go do? Lo we know, I go explain what's in the. I think we not master enough for let the sound clear. I don't know. Well, I ask for now for more or less the sound horrible. All right. So Jade said the sound horrible. All right. Okay. Let explain this. What's in happen on this very clip here. Now, these are police officers and the discourse inside what's in take place. The one way give the order, according to this audio we listen, the allegation are that Bolle Jos now order the killing of this police officer because of waiting involved the consignment or whatever the deal is substantial. And sometimes it's not about just the for kill, it's like setting an example or say we get a rule. When it cross this line, then you go cross either we own way or the highway. And in the conversation, the other police officer, they say, remember at one time, Boyka can meet on a station for a simple thing, he get 2 million. They say he's shocked because our police officer will just come meet you or do for a small work, they'll give you 2 million. So he'd be surprised because they know their salary, they all turn it, they grumble. And the previous officer say, even when they go search Boyka in O's, they meet the foreign currencies then. A human don't left by the country in the England. According to them, you don't even bother for ask for in pension because waiting and get is sufficient for leave. According to again, of course, when I listen, it not go poor forever. Now look out something very serious here. These are all allegations, and all we just take them as allegation as we don't listen them. This I feel an opportunity for government and for the family, may they investigate. Who knows? Maybe sometimes company policeman then the hater. Maybe sometimes company policeman then be the jealouser. Maybe sometimes not so true. Maybe sometimes I lie that they lie part all of this information where they put so on social media. Who knows? I'm just playing the devil's advocate or just for make things, in other words, for all we get when they say professional skepticism, you get for put that on this so. But the point is, unless there is thorough investigation, clear, transparent investigation without any kind of, political interference, we not going to ever know the real truth. But I feel said the family of this person deserve to know how Boyka died. Because since 2023, sometimes in April, up till now, the government of Salo not come back to the people and tell we how this man died. We hear from the Inspector General of Police say there will be an investigation, but the investigation don't turn out from 2023, don't pass 2 years so. Okay, well, Fambulen will not go cross pass so Tapia. Of course, as how they get the information, that's how they bring a canto now. Now put that one there aside, would they come now the other side of the program. All right. Now, the Kush the government just some the police just some pull a press release. Not with this police press release, we just come just a come inside, and this one 2 days ago, it caused a lot of discussion. Okay, I think 9 days. All right. So this just the come inside. Police just release this one. Then say Freetown 21st October 2025. The attention of the Sierra Leone Police (SLP) has been drawn to misleading social media information and publication alleging that a Kush field container had gone missing at the Queen Elizabeth II Key. The leadership of the SLP, as well as the security sector, views such peddling of misinformation as not only unpatriotic, but a deliberate endeavor to present the country in a bad light, thereby tarnishing our image and hard-earned reputation. In order to set the record straight, on the 13th May 2025, the Combined Maritime Council Unit of the CCOP project at the Queen Elizabeth II intercepted 1750 kg bags of Kush and 91 bottles of precursor chemicals in a 40-feet container emanating from Southampton in the United Kingdom with number TCNU 1723946 with the inscription treating international. Following this discovery, 100% physical examination exercise was done by the CMCU in order to isolate the items that are of security interest for subsequent action. During the physical examination exercise, the aforementioned items of the security interest were recorded by the TOKU, while other personnel effects within the container were kept in separate container. The container with the item of security interest was sealed, stored, and left in the custody of the leadership of the Sierra Leone Ports and Harbour Authority for safekeeping and subsequent actions. Shortly afterwards, the head of TOKU handed over comprehensive list of the itemized illegal drugs to the executive director, NDEA, in order for him to request for a destruction order from the Director of Public Prosecution, DPP. The executive director, NDEA, that is not too clear, Lord just left hand, and then submitted to the TOKU Management Board for discussion and selection of a date for the destruction exercise. Consequently, on the 31st July 2025, destruction exercise of the drugs seized, including one in the container under reference, was done by TOKU headquarters at Hastings in the presence of members of the Fourth Estate and other relevant stakeholders prior to their destruction. A verification exercise was conducted to ascertain the type and quality of the various drugs on the list drugs scheduled for destruction. And after the destruction, report was subsequently produced for the attention of TOKU MB publication by the invited media houses and follow-up media engagement by the security sector communication unit. This press release serves as a call on all well-meaning Sierra Leoneans to engage the relevant institution for clarification of information they have doubt about and desist from engaging in spreading disinformation. To enhance any need for investigation, the SLP encourages anyone who has credible evidence to confirm that a Kush field container has disappeared at the Queen Elizabeth II Key to make such evidence available to the SLP. The Sierra Leone Police is assuring the public of its unwavering commitment in the fight against illegal substance and all other forms of criminalities across the country. So, like family, this is just like I say, it's just fresh. Technically, what did the police and they say? But from what did they start? First, it's a threat. It's a warning. It's like people and then they talk to you where they don't even know. But when you check in the middle of the paragraph, in the middle of this press release, they admit a container. What if it container come where gets the things that they make with kush? So if people in the talk on social media say container loss with drugs, I mean, there's some sense. There is some sense in this that actually it happened because police take place. Not about the loss, as they say, but the things and the day. A lot of people are not talk about disappear. A lot of people are talk about say container will flop with thing that they make with drugs, with kush. In fact, some people are saying kush already, but the police doesn't confirm. But according to them, this not also it be this misinformation when people then spread across social media in order to help anybody, in order to help the country, especially the good name we Salon don't carry out. So the police asked that if you get evidence for anywhere, say the container lost disappear, let you meet them. Then we're able for help for investigate. In fact, they even make reference in July this year. Then destroy one container again. Some ingredients where the suspects say these are things where illegal things were connected with the kush or the drug, and they assure people and say they will continue for when they say steadfast and team up thing. I mean, like man, for fight against this bad thing that will take place in our country. These are the police. These are the police press release where we just summarize for you. Now we left this side, and perhaps Musa Yuan come again for calm gets doubt over all this thing. Now the issue between the chief minister, we'll go call on the first minister. The first minister on this area of kush don't allege, not to allege self, it make it clear say people. Okay, let just put on let just left and let it talk. Then we go cut for a subsequent audios them from. Let me just put for okay. All right, so family, now listen, these are the chief ministers I said they talk to on the fight against kush. This is not the chief minister.
There's a crisis. There's a drug crisis. There's a pandemic. His Excellency declared this. When there was Ebola, an epidemic, we didn't say, oh, government, so they do Ebola. Government, we required everybody to work together to fight Ebola. That was a pandemic. When there was COVID, there was a pandemic. We required everybody, yes, government does what government created rehabilitation centers, government brought vaccines, government did laws. That's what the pandemic was. When there was Mpox, which is a public health crisis, and we declared an emergency, we brought vaccines, we gave information. There's a kush pandemic. There's a drugs pandemic. We have said it. And government has created the rehabilitation, the training, the laws, and we are working on that. But you don't solve pandemics with police. You don't solve pandemics by overlaw. You solve a pandemic when everybody in society understands that it's their responsibility and their problem. It's not by going to social media and posting things for likes. You solve a pandemic by placing your life, imagining somebody else's life, and trying to save a life. That's the misconception of the situation. So when I hear people say government doesn't care, and I look at it, I'm a data guy, I analyze it. Many of them are bots, by the way, sponsored by bots. So it bubbles up on our social media feed. That's one. So give me an example.
Singable, Thomas, taking into cognizance
what did he say?
Statement saying that the picture people paint is far from the realities on what the condition of those who take the drugs are, and many seem to have come after him with regards to the same.
I think again this is context. When I spoke about when we see what's on social media feed, a lot of those are sponsored by bots. They are bots who are pushing this. So somebody somewhere behind the system is paying robots, bots online to elevate this content up. Somebody somewhere feels that this way now we'll go after SLPP. Somebody somewhere is sponsoring this. This is fact, that are number one. It is not the same as it's not a crisis. There is a crisis, yeah? But this is a crisis, and the way it's elevated is being sponsored by APC. Right, I would say APC because now they online they are the people who I see. It's like Ebola.
I think this now, this is a wild accusation. It's really disappointing for the chief minister to have made such terrible statements. But let me say something here. You see, a lot of people are asking, when will this bubble burst? When will this political bubble burst? Let me bring two items here. First, all over, I'm sure if you do a little bit of research, you will discover that throughout history, all bubbles burst. Political bubbles are made up of two things, two items. First, it's the hype. Second, the delusion. These are the two key things. Let me put it in the context of people who probably understand about how economics work. In economics, also there is bubble, wherein people refuse or people don't want to ask about certain things, about how the market operates, believing that the market will continue to rise forever and the rest will be history. Now, let's come to what the minister was saying. It just doesn't make sense for somebody out there. I'm not defending APC. I'm not here to defend any political party. But this is an insult to each and every Sierra Leonean. But how political bubbles operate? You employ deceit, you employ intimidation, you employ manipulation, and on top of this, the most important one, you employ fear. And this, now we say so. Now, the next one we'll go join here, you go see where the Ministry of Local Governments, technically, they threaten the government, the Freetown City Council for produce evidence of this so much people that would die around, because as far as they're concerned, now bots. As far as they're concerned, now bots. As far as they're concerned, now Singapore don't talk. When are the number 3 person, Singapore say the way people and they talk about this kush, not so it be, and you go vouch. I hope we get that clip there. Let people and just get that 1 minute there where it talk. I hope we still get just one connector. I know a lot of people in this thing, but it would be nice if we'll be able to get an on time. Okay. All right. So, Lord left hand because we don't always time again. So, what do they try for talk? You get key officers them where they come, they're not able to try for show the way how we go team up, unite as a nation. We, like I mentioned earlier on, Madabio in flagship program now feed saloon. But the people that where you want feed, if the young one there, where everybody, every nation able for facts, for work, if you're not able, if you're not agile, if you're not physically strong, how the feed salon go be a dream come true? How that will be practical? Government, they talk about school, free quality education. If those people are not there in good shape, they're not mentally okay, how would school would then go? So this is something that goes beyond, if we come up beyond anything what they call politics. We're not for even connect them to any politics, because the rest will be history. But yeah, we see, even, okay, let's just take you back to Mike Brewer.
In place. Waiting at the laws, then we'll get the pharmaceutical laws, then we'll get waiting at the controls. And then that conversation, they may want to see don't pay. Not if you can begin telling me say that you bring kush, like your government bring kush. If you tell me that, I'm going to tell you, say, hey, your government also brought kush. Kush came into Sierra Leone in 2016. Look it up. And the first thing I know, you give kush. Or BBC talk about that. Not to now. Now, not just upsurge no more. Now rampant, or rampant. So.
Okay, so it's not about who that first scout kush, who that allows scout kush. And I like, you know, it just too overwhelming for Sierra Leonean there. A few days ago, the Sierra Leoneans there, let's just bring out some to let people understand how painful. Why you see, people, this guy, let's just put this one, let people see. This guy literally followed the due process. He begged the Sierra Leone police because in a survival for talk about this kush, he had this person's story. We not come to the Minister of Local Government. I just want to be the case. They can.
Online, well, in as much as the Public Order Act of 1965 give the IGP the rights for accept or not, but we get the police online. Brian McCamera, we assistant Commissioner of Police. Brian, good morning and welcome to the Epic Morning Show. Hello. Hello. Good morning and welcome to the Epic Morning Show.
Thank you.
All right, so set of people, including Michael Tambakumba, they write the police letter for seek for clearance for a protest which will happen on the 24th of October this month, and the police declined. Why?
I think the people possibly never control over. We don't know them. So
sorry, we will get a break on the line. You can start all over again. Thank you for the people and get you loud and clear.
I don't know how long I will push out because
no, go ahead. No, we get technically, but don't rectify that now. Continue, bro. Go ahead, boss.
Okay. I say they sent the letter. That was last week and discuss them, and then tell them say yes. This thing now for do. When I'm being able to come and create, but you never control over them. So if you lead to any other thing, it will lead to public disorder issue.
So Udat, I'm coming. Let's take step by step. Sorry, I'm coming. Let's take step by step. Udat forget control over them people here. Is it the one that would organize the protest or the Sierra Leone police?
Udat the people in Canada.
Hello?
Udat the people in Canada. Udat begin in Canada.
So we are asking, who for protecting people in this safe?
Sorry, now the police account Sunday, which is still not bad. When I go listen the police account and listen when the young man they ask for make them give them permission or make at least they raise more awareness. These are what's in the police business.
As well.
So the question actually,
they miss every ask. Who for protect?
Them all in at the host say the bin and come out. If the bin and come out, you possibly sabi them and you know them. So now that make the bin and come out. But when we know say from the explanation they not sabi them and they know them, they say when I give them at community level. Usual community, other different community at community level. So you do protest at community level. Rather than you make a nationwide we will bring everybody come and you not get absolute control over. And then we also think about the exigency of real job we will do other assignment the day at the time. We when they ready for do this one. It will be difficult, you understand? So they advise them. It's not like say completely stop them. Say do let them go do at community level. And community level, honestly, I don't feel that one day bad though.
Michael Tambakumba, of course, the CEO of Anti-Drug Abuse Initiative and of course campaign Sierra Leone. And you are the center of all this. I mean, waiting to happen so now. I mean, waiting exactly happen within you and the Sierra Leone police.
Okay, I can let people that try to understand certain things. Where you try to fight against Kush, in the fights are with anger. You understand? Because at the end of the day, we brother and sisters there, and then they die. And I can always tell God thank you because myself now is a survivor. And the man who go yesterday in a AYV, na my man Marcos.
Okay.
Now me go with the letter to the Sierra Leone police, I can home. And before
when you go with the letter, sorry.
On Friday.
That was last week.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think on that day, then we get forces game where Fire Force, the military, police, and prison. So like all the heads bidding at the office there. We will go there and say, "Oh, left for bag na door, to phone then we'll go inside. We sit down. Then straight away, like the IG, he just asked, "Who done Michael Tambakomba?" And I was like, "Na me." Then he say, "I get the right for approve this 1,000 match with us. Then I get the right back for the bunker." And I did the bunker right away, without any explanation.
I don't not be asked question like why or just.
And not give you any explanation. The next statement was, "If anybody come on Friday, now you are the all responsible." And the letter will give you, if we see her on social media, with the only responsible. From that moment they were come on Friday up to now, I still get the fright in me, because I don't do outreach in communities then they talk to, because I do one because me na a survivor and I know what I lost during the time where they smoke this kush, you understand? So if me don't win, I expect back say I will explain my own testimony to people out there who I feel say then self can listen and then self turn them back from the drug. But from where I get that response, I even say go to the media, go tell them back, say if anybody come out, like you would the all. So I become on Facebook and make a post and tell people and say, please on Friday, I don't want to make anybody come out, because if anybody come out, not me, then get for all. So like this, seriously.
You feel say at some point you probably you do something wrong or something with it in that letter they were not supposed for the day or what?
I even get the letter because not to copy I make. And obviously get anything. And me not that kind of person they like first of all I ball me be the play. Me not a footballer. And I not get anything concerning politics or involved in politics, because all election I mean in this country here, boss, I not ever register and ever vote, because most of the election in this country I know they turn. Sometimes I travel, I dey Cape Verde, I dey Liberia, I dey Angola, I dey play football. So I never meet up election. So me not can get any idea concerning being political business. Me they do this because of me na a survivor. So like I try for use me own testimony for help others. And I be expect them for let they ask me say waiting una need. Then we can able to tell you okay una this and this you need. But they not even give you time. I tell you, as the man only letter, I say I get the rights for approve this letter and I get the right back for the bunker. And I did the bunker right away.
All right. So
okay, so Fambul, you be the judge. And thank God at least we don't play the two sides. You don't hear it from the police version. You don't hear it from the Michael Tamba, where they ask for permission for me at least and raise. You see. But government they say people they need for support the fight against Kush. But la bring calm. I be talking about political bubble. Don't forget political bubble. Then you get two connection here. You get hype. You get delusion. Now, and this all form in the category of one. You use intimidation. You use you go use maybe deceit. You go use fear. You go use even manipulation. Now, see this way they go on with the Ministry of Local Government and the Freetown City Council. This is not the Freetown City Council, not them pull this one. But what is shocking, if you see the dates, this is yesterday come out. Of course, we are not say yesterday will not be able to come, right? But before even account that, I think Lord will do justice first. Lord bring come the ministry, then you part first, for let people and get some clear. I hope so in this. Okay, very well. And this. Now, this now the ministry send, and like I say, watch what it take place. I want to let you see the dates. The date was the 20th. That was yesterday. This not to say Tido will get a new. And you see the reply will come up from the Freetown City Council on the 20th. So what are the time for talk? It appears if we government business now, it then on social media, now they put it. Because if the Ministry of Local Government write this is supposed to be a private conversation, a private request to the Freetown City Council, and why are we seeing these, press release or supposedly private messages or correspondence all over social media? And we see back, and these are to both sides. It's not about the government anymore. It's about maybe the Freetown City Council, maybe because they say on social media, then they can dump, then you on social media. But a lot of people then they wait for this time for can't know what will happen. So that make we go dig a little bit deep for read and for now. We when we come to the Freetown City Council, we go just do summary. Now, this the government sent to Aki Soya. Aki Soya, they on record for say, then they collect body them, 5 body per day minimum. And that one, they don't mourn our government because people, they make their reference and they, of course, we say so that don't make that reference the millions of times. Now, let's see what the government's right to Aki Soya. Now, make us say it is happening. For me, this is one of the saddest moments for me for fight against the Kush. Because it seems as if we already politicize this thing. This is distraction. We are leaving those people who are benefiting from the drugs. People who are making millions from the drugs. Our brothers, our sons, our daughters. Parents are crying, are dying. They are begging the government to do something. Now we are, instead of figure out trying to do a brainstorm to find solution to this menace, look what we are discussing now. These are the results. Anyway, let's just read them for you. A quick one. The government say, "Our worship, dear Madam Mayor, misinterpretation of the roles of the ministry and the local government service commission. I acknowledge receipt of your correspondence in which you asserted that matters concerning staff of local council fall exclusively within the purview of the Local Government Service Commission, citing Section 105 and 107 of the Local Government Act of 2022. It is necessary to correct that interpretation and to reaffirm in the strongest possible terms the lawful authority of the Ministry of Local Government and Community Affairs as conferred by the same act. Section 105 of the Local Government Act 2022 deals specifically with the monitoring and inspection powers of the ministry. For clarity, Section 105 subsection 4 provides that a local council shall, at the request of the ministry, provide information, documents, records, and explanation concerning the execution of its functions. The subsection unequivocally empowers the ministry to demand access and review all records, explanation, and actions of a local council at any time, particularly where there are complaints or reports of maladministration, bullying, harassment, or fraudulent activities. The language of the law leaves no room for discretion or selective compliance on the part of any council or its officials. While Section 107 outlines the human resource management responsibilities of the Local Government Service Commission, it does not and cannot diminish the ministry overreaching supervisory, regulatory, and corrective mandate. The Commission deals with personnel, administration. The ministry ensures compliance, integrity, and accountability within the broader decentralized governance framework. Accordingly, and for the avoidance of any further misunderstanding, the Ministry of Local Government and the Community Affairs retains the exclusive authority to intervene, inspect, and take appropriate action in any local council whenever circumstances warrant such intervention. In this regard, the ministry expects your full unconditional cooperation in providing the information and responses requested on the matters presently under review. Any failure or delay to comply with will be deemed a direct obstruction of lawful ministerial oversight under the Local Government Act of 2022. Please accept, Madam Mayor, the assurance of my highest consideration. Minister of Local Government, Ambassador Tamba Lamina. All right, so again, like I say, within a year, we talk about these issues. Now, the Freetown City Council reply. Now, it comes from the point of the body there within the city, defend, blah, 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 blah. Time not again for low reader. Pambo will forgive it that side. They will just read the government side. But one put some documents there where the mayor sent, Freetown City Council, this, according to waiting we see on our social media, it look like now the body then there or the places there where then collect the body them according to them. You see, this is not a small number. This not a small number. This and I think there is even a date there. I think there is even a date there. Okay, all right. So I don't see. You see, one, if you check location of corpse, area, date collected, month, sex, amount collected, photo reference, and cemetery being buried. So it looked like I say, I'm not here to speak for the mayor, and I think perhaps maybe if governments want to further investigation, this document perhaps go help them, as the Minister of Local Government insists, say, mayor for the list then for get evidence for who go suggest say people actually they die like they say. Well, this look like say abundant. All right, let's be serious for once. Let's be serious. Even if there is only one loss of life, that is too much. Even if there is one, let's be serious here. Even if there is only one loss, even if there is one, that is too much. I think we have seen those videos countlessly. We have seen those videos many times. People in Freetown are sending, they're taking pictures, videos of these incidents, these cops lying, some of them, they're already on the verge of decomposing, It's really scaring for us as a nation to even have this conversation, discussing it in a political terms, instead of us finding solution, instead of us working, what can we do as a nation? What kind of resources do we need? This is where the government should take the proactive measure by involving all stakeholders, the opposition, civil society. We are talking, it has to be seriousness with all level of it, all with commitment and sincerity. But I want to underline the word sincerity. Even if the government the government said don't declare national emergency, but the sincerity is not there. Because if the sincerity they for fight against this kush, we're not going to get the Ministry of Local Government. They ask me and get evidence. We're not going to get the Chief Minister. They say, bots, APC, then they sponsor bots them, social media, for let this thing they pop up na feed. We're not going to get them Mike Brewer. They say, the kush begin from 2016 during APC time. We'll not forget the Speaker of Parliament, when I Singapore, for Sidona in chamber as the third person in terms of hierarchy, in terms of governance of the country, for say the way we are talking about kush, the way we are talking about drugs, it's not like that. And he can vouch for that. How despicable is this as a nation? How do we move forward? Again, like I said, the government's got two key programs here: Feed Salon and the free quality education. I want just let them get me now understand how they want to achieve with those mountainous tasks if people are not there. How? Anyway, don't just tap down there. Honestly, sometimes discussing issues like this, it make your blood pressure the high. Because you now for now they care, honestly, because it can torment, it can depressing. Just for put it mildly, it can be depressing. Anyway. All right, so fam, we'll all leave this one. Let me take this another one. Kamarimba in, let's just bring Kamarimba and the passport saga, and with the one way the former immigration boss be talk. Lord will bring Khan with the former immigration boss be talk. I hope say now we get soon. Yeah. Lord, we listen within the immigration boss be say.
Even by then, Mr. Mada will not be entitled for diplomatic passports. And I remember a delegation of SLPP guys came meet me regarding that. I told them categorically clear See, according to this document, really right in front of me, where President Tijan Ahmed Kaba, Executive Cabinet led PN, Mr. Marabio, the category of, the people who are entitled for him, a name not fall. So therefore, I'm not going to go against that. They asked me, what then shall we do? I say it's all up to me. For now, I'm going to go lead the delegation to the president of the country, because they ain't get the constitutional power for give any type of passport to anybody, even if for make it choose for give a diplomatic passport to Blacker of blessed memory. It get the power for do so, and subject to any question at all. So when I stop for it. So now they say, well, then they go further for make them go meet Pakuruma for put the matter. Whether or not that they go meet the president, I don't know. But subsequently, yes, it is true. I received correspondence from State House through the Director General of Foreign Affairs to the Chief Immigration Officer for the issuance of this passport to Mr. Marabio. But even at that, I've been the field say probably, although not the correct procedure, although not the right thing to do, although it exercising constitutional power reasonably, although that unreasonable use of power is unquestionable, but yet still, I say make I go find out really if you're aware for saying a signature dandy. I say yes, saying I'm a signature. Well, I don't get rights. I don't get any reason for make I go say no to the president of the country, the supreme commander of the, whatever it is, Order of the Rocade in Sierra Leone. And so I went and issued the diplomatic passport to Mr. Marabio. So
all right, so it looked like what this now the former immigration boss now account is how Marabio gets the diplomatic passport. Over then 2 days here, I think Kamarin Babi say something. I just want to join what Kamarin Babi say, and it looked like say the former immigration boss don't validate waiting Kamarin Babi say. That now just 1 minute 58 seconds.
And Babi promised for Gunam something will be happening 2013. As political leaders and opposition, some of we been go meet former presidents by Koroma, including Julius Marabio. And in the Julius Marabio, now he have been confirming to me. Now Ina be the only one, but we always go as political leaders, as stakeholders of Sierra Leone, we and it's by Koroma been go sign for diplomatic passport, where the chief immigration officer by then qualify. In order it, I think if I want to confirm and what the talk so, now he go make and it's by Koroma sign for go give Julius Marabio a diplomatic passport. Now he be allow our way able to travel go London, and we eventually then go meet up with Fatima. Because honestly, in the Marabio been so panicky, it been no say if you not able left Sierra Leone go na any European or American or any other Western world country, ain't not going able to be president. There's some stigma way Julius Marabio been so believe when they talk to him. And I remember the late Tamba Sam, the SLPP PRO, he been come visit me one time at office. He tell me plain say, he say Mr. Kamarimba. He say, we leader, he say, we leader not go ever be president. Pass it travel out, So, and then you try now, former president, give the authority, sign the forms we required, we being allowed for Julius Marabio get a diplomatic passport, we be enabler for travel abroad. I just want to tell you that information, make it sink, how important. Nobody know they just get a diplomat passport. Past president, now they sign for Gil.
All right, so again, when I don't listen both sides, so I think waiting Kamarin Babi they say now then go meet the former president for for Marabio back then as an opposition leader, the diplomatic passports where where a lot of people they get confused with actually the authorizer. On that specific one, it's clear now. I'm sure if you look for the truth, the diplomatic passport, the only person we get right for issue, for give authority, to sign for him, are the president. So how come we get foreigners there where they all passports then they commit criminal activities? It's not a wrong, it's not a crime for left foreigner who diplomatic passports if you merit them in many respects. Maybe, you know, I mean, we need you for as a brand ambassador the country itself, or maybe as an honorary consul, as anyway, no more as we are here from the former immigration boss. Now the discussion of the president for choose who that you want for gear, it can get anybody. But however, they are stringent a charge. The person therefore be clean, you know, in record, because now the name of the side, these are very powerful passports where carry privileges. And so we can't just be dishing it out to people, you know, just like that, especially those people who are connected in criminal activities. But anyway, Fambole, Lord just tap the program now. Yeah? We're not going to the international news. Madagascar, the AU did not suspend them for the for when they overthrew the president, so they can just now.
Breaking news: African Union commits body after military takeover and calls for the restoration of a civilian-led government. However, in reaction to this, the new military president of Madagascar, Colonel Michael Radiarina, speaks. "We do not wish to remain part of an organization that prioritizes membership over genuine care. We reject a system controlled by France, which allows the people of Madagascar to suffer while our wealth enriches French oligarchs. Madagascar is forging a new pathway to freedom, and we need fresh air to ensure our survival." The coup followed weeks of protests and defections from the security forces, demanding Rajolina's resignation over corruption allegations and economic hardship. One main reason for their suspension by the African Union was because of unconstitutional change of government, which automatically triggers suspension under the AU rule. Their new leader, Colonel Radiarina, who led the CAPSAT military unit, has promised a transition to military leadership within 2 years, including restructuring major institutions and elections. It claimed the military intervention was necessary to restore order and address the country's immediate problem. It also expressed willingness to engage in dialogue with the youths and other stakeholders, while the former president fled from Madagascar, and now the country's future is questionable.
We had to take responsibility yesterday because there's nothing left in the country. No president in the Senate, no government. Madagascar is a dying country. We must take responsibility as citizens and patriots. According to the ruling issued by the High Constitutional Court, I'm taking the position of president. These friends of mine are with me. They must...
This is Reporter B bringing to you highlights of the challenges faced by one of the world's poorest countries, Madagascar.
France, Nicolas Sarkozy, who is about to begin his prison term, 5 years in prison for being found guilty of conspiring to raise campaign funds from Libya during a previous election campaign. He was president between 2007 and 2012, and he will now go to prison he will be held in the La Santé prison in Paris in a small cell, some 9 by 12 square meters. There you can see him taking a few waves from the crowd as I guess supporters and those against him have turned out. Just a warning, there may be some flashing images coming up, so if you have a photo sensitivity, look away if you can. There's Sarkozy with his wife Carla Bruni receiving those, it seems as if mainly well wishes to see him enter prison for 5 years. Now, during his time in prison, he is going to be kept in isolation. He will be able to exercise on his own twice a day. He'll have access to an activities room, and he will have a radio in his room as well. It's been reported that he's going to take in a couple of books with him as well. One, a book on religion, and one, the book The Count of Monte Cristo, of course by Alexander Dumas, the story of a man who was sent to prison unjustly, escapes from prison, and then takes vengeance on those who sent him there. Well, Sarkozy there, getting into that vehicle that will take him to prison, hugging his wife, saying goodbye. And we'll just wait a moment and listen to this as he drives away to begin 5 years in prison after being found guilty of conspiring to raise campaign funds from Libya under the dictatorship of Muammar Gaddafi.
I think that should serve as a lesson, and I think we can learn a lot from them. Accountability, it's very, very important for us as a continent, as a country to move forward. These are non-negotiable traits of democracy. Accountability. Sarkozy and they go to jail soon for 5 years. Why? Something we don't do it from 2013, 14. It pay for it now. Once we get to the political bubble where a lot of people believe, and it's true in history, if you do your research, you will know that all bubbles, then they burst. They're the boss. All the bubbles there. And you can't be, you like Bob Marley, they says sometimes you can fool some people sometimes, but you can't fool all the people all the time. There'll come a time when the people will realize that, this is the red line, this is the red line, this is the end point. This now we are talo, we know the causes, what did they happen? Until we take this serious. When somebody commits a crime, it pay for it. When somebody then get in public office, it do to the best of your ability, or you're not good at all. Look, they talk about Kushner. The Kushner become political. And it's so sad now that the country, anything about this continent don't become politics. Plus, Ismail self now pass mark or that. Then the time for watch out Ismail go first. Look like I saw the APC in Ismail. And then if Ismail comes, it look like I saw there's still people in Ismail. What's that his own name? This and another I come out. This are Southern. And the politicians are so crafty. They've succeeded in dividing us, to a point that, we're not able to think out of the box, get yourself quickly out of the argument here. For says, say, when you left Salon, where you sit on at that plane, when you left Salon airport, where you can at any airport, you are not going to be questioned or asked your tribe. What you carry now, you book Sierra Leone passports, 9 at the green, white, and blue. 9. But God, we hope we're not gonna not go give up. We hope someday, somehow, we go get politicians and true statesmen, not politicians. Let us distinguish this. Plenty say we don't distinguish them. And we emphasize that because somebody, maybe not the first time this in the area. There are 2 types of people. You get what they say politicians. You get what they call statesmen. The statesmen, they truly care about the people, the present, and even thinking about the future generation. Their main task is to devise plans, is to think critically, is to come out with policy that could benefit future generation. Unlike a politician. They care about the present. The main goal of a politician is to win election, either by force or by fire, by hook or crook. That's the difference between a politician and a statesman. It seems for us in Sierra Leone, we have more politicians than statesmen. And it's really sad. Anyway, I think we'll pause the program here today. You see, if you're just joining for the first time, you're more than welcome. Today we'll be a look at, we get some information where come up from the police, where then they say Bolle Jos Naimbi actually ordered the killing of Boyka, where then be killed sometimes in 2023. And we also see police sample press release say the container where them they say it disappear, vanish, and that then gets the things and they go and destroy. And we also pay attention on the saga, the Kush fight, the first minister Senge, and the mayor and Mike Brewer, and the minister of local governments. Sorry, we're not able to put your face, minister, if you watch. We're not able to put your face, but next time I'll show you, so we'll put your face. Keep on doing what you know to do so, yeah? And we also pay attention on this one, Nebu Kauta, we'll left for another day. We'll left then we'll left for another day, maybe tomorrow. I'm not sure, but tomorrow they come, I'm not sure. And the ex-immigration boss talk about how forget sports. And of course, that's a confirmation of within other stakeholders and we don't talk. And NASIT's pension, look at that. Very, very important topic. I know even count and self, farm will not do self, but this is very important. Low count and for people we lost pay another 1 minute, enough far. This one important is super important for people. And 1 minute, 34 seconds. I think we need for just manage the time for we bring and come. It's super important for people. All right. I'll count and if it's low people and pay attention on this one, because you particularly those people they're on the retirement age. Okay, they load now and you can the message. And after that, they can open the line. And of course, pay attention on text messages and I don't bring them. Any of these issues we find interesting, we can comment on, you're more than welcome. We put the line up just now. They can.
Since 2002, NASIT has consistently ensured that all NASIT pensioners enjoy life and a peace of mind while spending time with family after years of hard work. Therefore, the public is hereby informed. The National Social Security and Insurance Trust, NASIT, will conduct a nationwide verification exercise for all NASIT retirement pensioners from the 1st of October to the 31st of December 2025. All pensioners must now report to the nearest NASIT office for verification. Pensioners who fail to be verified by the 31st December 2025 will have their pensions stopped and can only be reinstated after physical verification.
But what documents must I bring along for verification?
1. Your NASIT pension card. 2. Benefit payment voucher, if available. 3. Personal ID. That is, national ID or driver's license or passport or voter's ID or NCRA certificate. And 4. Bank identification card.
But my uncle is a NASIT retirement pensioner staying out of Sierra Leone. What must he do?
It's easy. He must provide the following. 1. A notarized life certificate with the name, pension number and a recent passport photo. 2. Proof of staying abroad. 3. All documents must be scanned and sent via email to publicaffairs@nasit.org.sl or
all right, so yeah, so Samuel, we don't kind of the other side. Just a quick reminder, we get the backup page we call Komon-Tok Special. Please consider for subscribe on that side, just in case we get any issue with this main page, we do able live stream there. Please consider for follow the video put the link now so that you will able to get the chance for subscribing. as always, there should be a backup plan. That's always all right. So, Fambu, the line is open now. We will take all them, and of course, can pay attention on these.
For the future, we pave the way. Komon-Tok, ooh, yeah. We talk and we'll make me, yeah. From Freetown to the world, we will spread the news. Komon-Tok, on the platform we choose.
I'm going to wait to the time for connect the line a little bit. Just a second, Famula. Just a second. It's almost connecting now. Okay, all right. Well, I'll start for take the call and let's don't connect now. We'll get the fourth call from Constance Alunia. Get a platform.
Yeah, Mr. Komon-Tok, thank you so much for the good work they do. Even though I came a little bit late. Welcome to this guy, Boyka. May I be just get up believing they say no matter how it is, Tengo can we, you see the Bible says the blood speak, even we can kill him brother Abel, a brother and blood back again be they speak, they fed, so I be no say that one day obviously because the kind way how that guy they kill, where they kill that guy they so we never see, they kill police so, honestly, so they not say this something fishy. And from that time they will not get nothing for we're not so surprised to it. This government, anytime where they say then they investigate something, now natural deaths, they want kill that in there. I see they say then they investigate now, so they left, And for the government, side they gave me brother, they go continue for the denying, waiting as that request so from the mayor. In other words, technically, not denying them the try for denying the figure. So say this government they downplay this old kush in business. I make you see when you see youth man and grab say, okay, well, we want for protest, we want for call the notice of the government. This is not about politics. The police stop them. But when you reach the first lady side for me, then go do them demonic thing Kenema, then give them permit and they even stop people enough for go church. This they tell you how evil and people are be, but we know say the end justifies the means. Thank you so much, my brother. God bless you.
All right, thank you for joining us. And all right, so miss this call. Would they take another voice again? Yes, call outside the call from. All right, so miss this one. All right, now we take this one. Okay, we missed this one. I think we don't get another call. Yes, call outside the call. Yeah, Ahmed from the UK. Thank you for joining us. You get the platform.
Yes, thank you. Thanks, my brother. Thank you very much. As usual, always on top of your game. And for the analysis, my brother. I can always ask people and encourage people and for follow, listen. Because sometimes not the information, they are not new in the social media, but the way they bring and come and analyze them proper, of course, people will get a lot of sense into what did happen. It's difficult. I get to a friend of mine, we go down free to tell me, say, Ahmed, sometimes when they talk, they message about, could you believe, say, the people holding ISF, and even they know what did happen. Because they are just desperate of waiting for it, the boys and go now, them Okada riding and stuff. All of them think they are waiting the happens of government. I make them people that they take me for granted. Because look how they downplay things them. The local government and the mayor, when are they almost they're interconnected, they interrelated. Into them figure they still argue. So when you talk what the Speaker of Parliament say, and you look at what Schengen they say, in the Chief Minister, they are all of the same thing. It's like they're on the same page, trying to defend the undefendable. Even though in the incident there, I would see video them people they snap people who don't die in our street, but yet and they downplay. My brother, it's terrible that country. They watch it happen. But we will continue for talk. We will continue for sensitize people, because one day the truth will come. Now in the showcase, because look like Boyka in case. How can a whole regional officer just go die in a car like that? Since so police and investigate up to today. So what that tells you? Something is underneath. There's nothing. You don't need to go far for look. Just look at how the thing happened. These are the things anyway we all the talk. But again, like I say, you do fantastic work and keep doing what you're doing. God bless you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Ahmed from the UK. We'll get another voice. Yes, Abdul from the US. You get the platform. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Mr. Komon-Tok. The loss of life of every Sierra Leonean is important in the country. What in the ministry before don't do, if they hear that from the mayor, the first thing first, show sympathy for the loss. Maybe you can put out a counter argument or ask for evidence. I mean, evidence, because it looks like a scientific proof than they look for. Scientific proof in Sierra Leone, just apply the dog theorem. If I saw a bird that looks like a dog, quack like a dog, walk like a dog, it's a dog. You go around and see somebody die with penda, a dirty, a particular area where mortal man of it for be, and we know say that don't be on the happen, the only thing way lead to that na kush. You see on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 them, they need for tell you. They need scientific evidence who can tell you. We all lack scientific evidence, but Mr. Komon-Tok, I want you know one thing. If a Sierra Leone is in the wait for scientific evidence, the line go long. Then Jamba don't in the passing cage. They ever actually send and test them? Yeah. They ever tell you and they test them, say this is proof positive for Jamba? They just say can announce. But Melvin Tijan Mansari, get to be careful now. If first starts things here, say how they will just come out to them kind of statement and don't tell people and they die. They don't tell people and they die, that's not true. But of this magnitude, we don't see her. I mean, people get to be careful and take life serious to la country. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Abdul. We take another voice. Yes, call outside. You call from?
Mr. Komon-Tok, Mr. Ex-Civilian.
All right, thank you very much, Ex-Civilian, for joining us. You get the platform.
Thank you very much. Yeah. Mr. Komon-Tok, if we get say salon de autopilot. Salon de fly autopilot right now. We not get pilot, we not get government, we not get constitution. You know that?
Well, I don't know that because I know same man and they don't they handle the security, the government.
No, autopilot them. They're not in charge of nothing. People they want to go demonstrate, not against government, they want to go demonstrate against drug. Now the pandemic now the money of the country that drops. People they want to go demonstrate against, but still deny them. Why? The constitution is not suspended. Salon de fly autopilots. I'm not get nothing to say because Boyka in business union. Then the policeman they wait on top. They know how Boyka take die. Once they say they investigate them, 30 days, and so they go catch people picking and a mechanic and a free talk and so far them. I don't know whether some they still depend on today. Put money in the people in hand where they know the rights to kill out. They know. They suffer some of people in a mechanic, not too small. Young bobo there, university bobo there, and so they just get that and they count them. Anybody they meet in the street and they go to. Put money in the people in hand. Some people spend more than 15 million, 20 million to put them picking them. But God, nanga for fight that country. Nanga for fight for in that country. The flight mode, the autopilot when they don't put inside salon. May fly salon. One day the autopilot system they go broke down.
Thank you very much, ex-civilian. Thank you for joining us. So they take another voice.
Thank you very much, Pat. Take care.
Yeah, call outside. You call from?
Yes, Mr. Komon-Tok. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Pa. Outside you call from?
Yeah, I call from the Mr. Komon-Tok. We had. Yeah, I just want to make a contribution towards the police clearance towards this Kush business way. I will get a genuine citizen for men and protest where the police stop them.
What's in? Sorry, I not get you clear.
I want to make a short contribution towards the stopping of police towards this protest where citizens go for protest for the get a peaceful march.
Okay, go ahead. You get the platform.
According to the constitution, police they only need to be notified that they want for stage a peaceful protest, peaceful march. So therefore, police don't get no right for stop them. Only there for provide security. But what will they find out here? The police that they use the Public Order Act, the 1965 Public Order Act, just for muscle the people. Yeah. So now more that they use rather than the Constitution. And of course, when you watch, we need to operate more of the Public Order Act, now more of the Constitution for operate with, because now in our legal laws they will operate with. But the police, just because of they work in by order, so therefore they know how for operate with the Constitution. They operate with the Public Order Act, sir.
Yeah, you're right. But as always, begin the Public Order Act where you quote from. There is a section where give the police in your view, if you feel a discussion did anyway, that's not the problem. Even though yes, we need for just notify them, but it's also subjected to the discussion of the police based on your assessment and judgment, or see whether actually this go they create tension or not.
Komon-Tok. Even said when police can get into a court. One day,
all right, thank you very much, my brother, for joining us. All right, slow. We pay attention small now on the text messages there. We'll take maybe 10 and then we'll wrap up the program. We'll go late a little bit. George Walker, yes, of course, as always, sharing this show with your family. Sharing is carrying this show with your family and friends. Spread the word. Komon-Tok platform. Thank you for joining us, George. And Mohammed Sisse from Facebook. Mr. Komon-Tok, thank you always for your great sacrifice for our nation. Mark this. This power will never allow any such of protests in the country because they are so scared something may occur like what had happened to other countries. Citizen protests can lead to a coup. So Mada will not tolerate any protest in the regime. It knows what the protest will lead to if they allow it. Yeah, I think we just mentioned bubble. All bubble across the world, the bust. And there are two things. One, the hype, two, the delusion. And as time that goes on, we go see how this thing fits in. And no matter how you hold on, bubble, nothing, you just get for boss, see the boss. So even if the government fear whether they get for people and will come on in large numbers or not, it just get for, if you do not do the right thing, I'm afraid it just get for happen, unexpectedly. Sometimes unexpectedly. Maybe it will come up from people, and I mean, we don't see someone, look, when they talk about 8 million people, the people who they all 8 million people, and so they don't reach they don't reach 2,000. So let's just put on 5,000. Let's just inflate them. So compare now, just a dots, the people. So who knows? Who knows? Anyway, we take this one from Mohammed Kamara. Boyka's death is the reason why the forces are very reluctant about the drugs in the country. It's not that they did not know who is involved. And but for call they say because of guilty conscience, Mada and his SLPD boys are reluctant to speak the truth about several issues of national issues because of the negative propaganda they made against EBK in the past. And we Abdul said, they say, how long is a diplomatic dated for a renewal and how long is this government in power? If the passport in the drug arrest was issued by APC, why Paupa did not revoke all these passports? And this one, they come up from Fode from YouTube. It's a chief minister during the Ebola. Your people in the east and south region, we are going, they are telling them that it was the former president who brought the epidemic in the country. This one, they say EBK 9 Putwi okay. And this one, they come up from Mohammed Juma Ba. It's an illegitimate government is fighting to hide the drugs because they are hosting the drug kingpin. Even the president said they are making a lot of money in it. And this one, they come up from Yvonne Conte. Say, if police refuse young people to come, then women and mothers should come out to protest their children's lives in wonder why they are the women are not proactive and fight for their children's lives. All right. Jay, they say, we the patriots are living in a digital age, while those fools are still living in the past and all their deeds are being documented. Patrick Sanko, they say, since the SLPP government came to power, they are always they are way against protests as if the people are their enemy. And this one, they say, Abdul Kamara, they say, Sierra Leone is now a narco state and it's being ruled by the cartel government of Bio. That's this one, they say, you're not the right person to teach the minister. You come up from Abdul from Facebook. Adama from Facebook, they say, which member of the opposition that is involved that would not have been declared wanted? Adama, you know, this drug business, nobody know the sense alone. You can't defend anybody because we don't know. There are a lot of information there where some of them we can't say on public because still it's try to make sure. We always don't tell us something. When we talk something, it's because we trust the person to that high degree, or in some cases we don't see the evidence. And the accusation in Baku, the opposition is not a sense on this one. That's I would tell you. We don't get names it because we don't get the facts. All right, so it will be the last call. Thank you for joining us. Who the call from?
Yeah, I mean, Abdul say I did call from UK. Just quick respond to the police spokesman in response to Epic Radio.
Okay.
He say, they allow the protest on a community level.
Okay.
If that be the case, the gentleman say we in Atamba say they want people come out. I believe say they still not totally ban the protest, so people in Kisio will do like community level, and even at a point where they go put ban on them, motor them, they then put at them, so they raise the awareness everywhere. I mean, if the entire nation come out in different communities and do the protest, then the message will still go out to people. You know what I mean? See, they ain't go take responsibility and pull everybody come on and do. And then also, I believe say get one option if you don't tell you, well, this is what happened, and they ask for volunteer in every community, who then go lead for then get control. A lot of people meet up at particular points and say, would they raise this awareness? Instead of just going and now see, well, do I let nobody not come out again? Because even to the police themselves, the commissioner, make a response, it just make them in a verbal way. Make an written statement, see, and this protest will not go on.
No, he make them.
Okay. But then, like I mentioned, this gentleman still get one step more for go, because even to the police they said, then they use their resources them. When most of the police themselves, when the young recruits, then they take the drugs. Not just all these ordinary civilians. Police as well, fire people them, and even military people, they take these drugs, they get lost life them. So this is a general thing. If the man gets a sincere thing, so well, me take the responsibility, like you said, I defend volunteer the way to control people them at a point them, what are they see, let me touch so points, now so feel. What are they willing to let me touch so points? And then at least NIB at the end, reports and global analysis. So you know happen, protests don't go from different level, there is awareness. And in future back the right time, where could lead this go make our people them go to parliament and discuss them.
Hold on, you 2 minutes on. I'll just want if you listen to what the guys say, after I don't get private discussion with the police, if they intimidate and technically, it say the police tell us, say, the letter wouldn't get, whether reject the protest, if it dare publisher on social media, then go deal with her. You don't say there's a law on that. So first, I understand the logic behind using community, but we are talking about something that has been announced as national emergency. This is not, now we know that you don't reach a point now. The community seems don't fail. Why we know they can't let people one green day? I'm sure the underlying reality, and like what somebody just put in the comment section, the government's afraid. Maybe this will attract a lot of people, and you go reach a point they're not able to control, and everybody knows the government is unpopular. Maybe it will result into something. This is not the underlying thing, Andy. But for say the community, the community level, we don't pass the community. From your own point of view, I think this will come out if we come on a national way. We are in every Sierra Leonean, at least if not one self raise our awareness, now see the impact.
Well, now that's how the point I mentioned that Brema Ja or Brema Kamara and respond where say he supports the community level. I mean, that must get somebody for support. If you go to courts after what the protest will be, the most they will go defend and say, well, this is what happened.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much. That will be the last call for tonight. Like we say, the protest. Government, the police don't give their own version, whatever the case may be now, it's not old. But that gentleman, he really panic. Whatever they tell him behind the scene, and count and public. Let's just take 5 more, then we're done. Yeah. This one they come up from Mlawan. He said, "Good evening, Mr. Com. Please continue to like, share, support." Okay, thank you very much for reminding us. And of course, Aisata Dumbuya, thank you very much for joining us, Aisata from YouTube. And all right, my dear friend, thank you. Kelvin Sese, as always, thank you so much. And of course, Masala, thank you for joining us. And Keke, thank you. Keke didn't a Komon-Tok special, it didn't a Komon-Tok platform, kudos. So don't forget for share and for contributing that big. That's gonna make a big difference just in case we get any problem with this system. Yeah, Kate, thank you for joining us. So fam, we'll all have the program here. Hopefully tomorrow. I'm not sure if I will come tomorrow. Tomorrow is my birthday. I'm not sure. Perhaps I will, perhaps I will not. So until then, me and Mr. Komon-Tok. Now bye bye. Sequence, Dumbuya. Thank you for joining us as always. Now bye bye.
Oh yeah. This now Komon-Tok. In case you don't know. Oh yeah. Whenever we pledge with love and loyalty to his sweet mamas alone. Now we all come together as one. For tomorrow, now we go make salon. Baby, say where you be? Oh yeah. Come on, come make me From the streets of Freetown to the world beyond, we dey yarn about the things we dey hold strong. Political talks, we no go shy. Migration stories should no go die. Entertainment, we go dance to the beat. Tell town well-being, make we rise from we seat. It's not a platform, we go speak the truth for the young and the old. Now we voice we do. Komon-Tok, you go hear me loud. We no go hide, you go make me proud. From salon to the world, we dey stand tall. Oh yeah, we are. Oh yeah, we message for. Choice from politics to help we stand firm. Migration of us, we come from Komon-Tok. Place to be with a young care for you and me. Komon-Tok, oh yeah, we did. For the future, we pave the way. We talk about the health, we need them for survive. Make the system better so we people could thrive. Entertainment, they speak the music, the flow. the streets. Oh, talk. We the talk and right, we the talk and clear from Sierra Leone to everywhere. Oh yeah. Komon-Tok, come make me hear. From the streets of Freetown to the world beyond, we dey yarn about the things we dey hold strong. Political talks, we no go shy. Migration stories should no go die. Entertainment, we go dance to the beat. Tell town well-being, make we rise from we sit. It's not we platform, we go speak the truth for the young and the old. Now we voice with the ooh. Komon-Tok, you go hear we loud. We no go hide, you go make me proud. From Salon to the world, we dey stand tall. Come here we are. Now here we message for. Choice from politics to health, we stand firm. Migration of ours, we come from. Komon-Tok, place to be with a young and care for you and me. Komon-Tok, oh yeah, we did. For the from Sierra Leone to everywhere, oh yeah. Komon-Tok, come make we hear. From the streets of Freetown to the world.